The North Pacific Gyre and the Disastrous Effects of Plastic in the Deep Ocean by Audrey Sharp and Siobhan Aldridge. This podcast is about an environmental issue happening in the vast waters of the Pacific Ocean. Insufficiencies in the removal of plastic specifically has created a mound of floating trash between eastern Asia and the western United States, causing disasters in this oceanic ecosystem.
What is a gyre? A spiral oceanic surface current driven primarily by the global wind system and constrained by the continents surrounding the three ocean basins, Atlantic, Pacific, and Indian. The North Pacific Gyre specifically is located between Asia and the United States.
Clockwise currents in the air are creating similar patterns on the surface water of the ocean. This spiral effect is drawing in debris such as plastic, cans, and other wastes into one central area, creating a giant buildup of trash the size of Texas, commonly referred to as Trash Island. As you can imagine, the negative effects of Trash Island are numerous.
Is this problem relevant? If it is relatively out of sight and out of mind. By this we mean, since the gyre is essentially hidden with the exception of a select few sailors, what effect does it truly have?
The effects are numerous, widespread, and very harmful. For example, fishermen from developing countries are using plastic more and more because of its low cost and high durability. Abandoned plastic fishing nets entangle many sea turtles, but all marine organisms are at risk. Also, plastic resin pellets are industrial use granules that are shipped in bulk around the world to be melted down at manufacturing sites and remolded into commercial plastics. They can easily get lost due to their smallness and tend to float. Seabirds, specifically albatrosses, mistake them for fish eggs. This has created an epidemic among the albatross population.
As sunlight breaks down floating debris, the surface water thickens with suspended plastic bits. Plastic is inherently toxic, and these toxins often leach out into the seawater. When toxins are ingested by marine life, it enters the food chain and in turn affects humanity. What can be done on an individual and global scale to resolve the issue brought forth? Are these options feasible? Can we truly expect these solutions from our society?
On a global and individual scale, we need to learn how to properly reduce, reuse, and recycle our plastic products. By perfecting these processes, ideally plastic won't end up in the middle of the Pacific Ocean. In fact, if we could reduce the use of plastics in our goods worldwide and further ensure reducing its pollution in the ocean. And finally, we need to stop viewing the success of a product by its marketability and potential for profit, and start looking at whether it is successful in promoting a more environmentally conscious world.
Should these links be taken? Based on research, it is evident that these actions should be made to clean up the ocean, but we need more data to investigate the best routes in taking these actions. Although Captain Charles Moore's investigations have been informative, with the research done by other marine biologists, we are better able to spread the word about pollution in oceans.
Although it can be timely and costly to further investigations in the North Pacific Gyre, it is necessary. With more information on the oceanic ecology of this area, we can discourage the littering of beaches and other marine disposals. Another important change might be a reduction in the use of plastics in general, but can we expect this from our society?